Good morning, good evening, good evening. We're going to be looking for Deoxys again, or still. So, and I've got, make sure everything's looking good. Excuse me. I want to just check one thing real quick, and then we'll be ready to start looking for Deoxys again. Alrighty. We should be good. Oh. No. No, it's this one. There we go. Alrighty. Just need to make sure I got the counter going correct. All mighty fine. And first encounter of the day. 401. Looking for Shiny Deoxys 2. Do I soft reset in this game again? Let me make sure I got all the buttons set up correctly. Oops. There we go. Don't mind the noise in the background. It's currently a cat spinning one of those balls in the discs around as fast as she can. So don't mind her. I'm currently using a new, I don't know what it's called. Hold on. I'm currently using a newer noise suppression thing instead of it kind of doing uh like I'm trying to blank on the words. This one is supposed to actually recognize speech instead of just, loud noise on, quiet noise off. So I just hope it sounds good. And I just kicked her. Penny. 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 Hey. Hello, baby girl. Penny, Penny. So I just hope the audio quality on my microphone sounds pretty good. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. Now I have a cat on me. Hello. Hi, Penny. Hello, Penny. She wants some affection. Hi. a little bit difficult for me to do it right now because of having a cat on me. Hi. I just spam through the dialogue of the game. Hello there, kitty. I hope her squeaking away, because this cat doesn't purr, she squeaks. When she's content, she squeaks. Every time I take my hands away to soft reset, she's like, "Hey, have your hands back on me. I want your pet." Yes, Penny, I understand. And yes, I do have the audio to the game on mute. Because I was watching, I'm decided to watch the Pokemon series. I watched the first like 3 seasons, I believe. I think I actually need to increment one. First 3 seasons of Pokemon, a long time ago. So, and because of Pokemon Journeys, I decided, you know what? I'll watch the whole series. So I'm starting from episode 1 going on. I think I'm on like episode 28. I could check real quick. I'm currently, I'm on episode 30 of season 1. So later on, I might watch that while looking for the Deoxys. Because this isn't like a typical shiny hunt, because I'm fine soft resetting. I soft reset a lot when it comes to these games, but this one just takes forever for it to soft reset because of the intro. So just a matter of actually getting it. Yes, I get it, Penny. I'm not petting you enough. I would love to get a Deoxys today. A Deoxys today would be a good day. Well, today's already a good day. But Saturday? I do want to get this Deoxys sooner rather than later, because there's something I want to do and I want to finish this hunt before then. So I kind of want to get it as soon as possible, because there's another thing I want to do. But I want to finish this off first, because the other thing I want to do is pretty time consuming. Come on, push it. I'm having issues pushing down the buttons today. Alrighty, give me one moment, okay? I'm going to do this one encounter, then I'm going to Switch here. Give me one moment. Alrighty. So maybe once I reach like maybe 4 or 500, 600, I'll probably put on some Pokemans for me. Won't be playing it through the stream because I don't want to get striked down. Don't want to get the DMCA hammer. But I'll still be trying to interact as much as I can. I can multitask. Watch me. Also, I've been shiny hunting Mew off stream. Currently at 916 hunts for that one. That one's taking me a while for very obvious reasons. Because that one is a runaway, but it's a very specific runaway. You have to follow a very specific set of movements. You're good at making noise, you know that, Penny? Excuse me. Yeah, so there's something I really want to do. It takes time, but I want to finish this Deoxys hunt. I don't want to stop a hunt midway through, especially something like this. I mean, it's Deoxys. If I get it today, I'll transfer it up a later date into Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and I'll show it off there. I'll show it off here, and then I'll show it off in Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, then I'll just probably show it off in whatchamacallit home once I transfer it up. Because it is kind of a hassle transferring up. It takes quite some time. It's a little bit of a hassle transferring up. But anyways, so I've been playing through Black and White 2 on my at the same time. Because I currently have 2 DSs and 2 3DSs. I have one of the old ones. Actually, I have 2 old ones, but one of them has a busted bottom screen. Do want to see about getting that fixed though. Taking it to like a place that can repair it. Because it's only the bottom screen. Everything else works fine. And then I have 2 new 3DSs. One of them has a custom firmware on it, so it has Luma on it. 2 That's having Luma on the 3DS. Oh, I love it. Biggest thing for me about it is having multiple saves on it. I know you can abuse the whole, duplicating shiny. That meh. That's not fun. That's no fun. I'd much rather actually sit there and shiny hunt it 3 times over and over using preferably 3 different methods. So like I'll probably shine like I want to get all the mythicals that you can get shiny legitimately. So that includes Fiona, which isn't too bad, and then Manaphy, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to Manaphy. Just say that right off the bat. I'm not looking forward to Manaphy. Currently, he had Pretzel behind me. Not anymore. The cat tied herself up into like a pretzel. I don't know what she was doing, but I think she just won for Mouse Toys. Annie. Oh, hi. You're cute. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, there's a Machoko event going on whatchamacallit, Pokemon Go. I already got 2 of them. Evolved one of them into a Machamp for candy. Wasted 100 candy and not trade it because I have no friends. No. It's just easier that way for me. I was gonna say something else. Then shut up, phone. So I can transfer one over if I really want. Running. I'm so used to running away from Mew. That one I'm kind of just doing in my free time. Cause that one's just boring. I'm not too much of a fan of that one, but Shiny Mew is a Shiny Mew. Although there's an event going on in Pokemon Go soon that's going to be having a Shiny Mew, and I kind of want it. But I doubt I'll get it. Especially if it's only for 1 day. Oof. I don't think I'll be able to do it because doesn't require you to catch like all like 150 Pokemons to get the Shiny Mew, and I don't know how I feel about that. I have a good amount of the Pokedex filled out in Gen 1, not the entirety of it. I'm missing mainly legendaries because I kind of got back into Pokemon a little bit late. So I don't have, I'm like level 27, 26. Let me check. Come on, go. Takes a while for it to boot up. If it boots up, that is. Blah blah. Be members of the real world. I'm at level like halfway up level 70, 27. So I mean I'm still pretty low level. I'm not able to do so good on 5-star raids. But I'm working on it. I'm working on trying to get or not get, but be able to take down these 5-star raids. The ones that I could probably do, I have a pretty good Gyarados with bite. I could use that one for like Mewtwo raids. Unless it has Thunder, which then I can't do much against. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like overly stocked on good Pokemons. I don't really have any good Pokemons. Also, when it comes to that game, I get extremely unlucky because the odds of getting a Mailtan was like 1 in 60, but like 200. Didn't get a single one. So yeah, me trying to complete my shiny living dex. That I can't do that just yet due to the fact that I don't have a Meltan. I don't have a Meltan or Melmetal shiny. I got extremely unlucky when it comes to that. I tried. I mean, I did as often as I could. I think I got to like 223. Think that's the exact number. I don't know. I could look at the amount of candy I have. That would give me a better idea on how many I caught. I caught so many of them and nothing. Not a single one. It was over like what, several days, over a week's time. Did I get a single shiny? So I got unlucky. I don't tend to have the best of luck when it comes to shinies I actually want, unless it's community days. Then I got like one day I got like what, 12 Magikarps. I was just from going shopping and stuff, and just every so often checking Pokemon Go. Ooh, yeah, that's always good. The one Pokemon you can only get shiny in Pogo is literally the one shiny I cannot get. I missed the original event, and then when they did the event again for the transfer to Pokemon Home, I tried so hard. I transferred it to Pokemon to Home, then used the box. Nothing. Not a single shiny. And it made me sad. So next time they do a shiny event for Meltan, I am going to try so hard to get it. I mean, it's kind of annoying that, 200, over 200 Meltans later, not a single shiny. Odds are 1 in 60. It's not even like the odds are like 1 in 400. Okay, you like roll or toss a coin, right? Heads or tails. Okay, I can't get behind that. But I went almost over three times, right? Almost four? No, almost 4 times. Over 3 times. 3.5 times the actual amount that it takes to get a shiny, and not a single one. I got extremely unlucky. And I just needed 2. I needed 1 to stay as a Meltan and 1 to evolve into a Melmetal, right? To complete my living dex for Pogo, right? Not for Pogo, but from Pogo. Because I only needed a Meltan and Melmetal, because the only other shinies you can get in there, you can get through Fire Red, Emerald, Leaf Green, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, right? I don't think there was any Dynamax, one of those raids that had a Pokemon that you couldn't get shiny in another game already. Unless they start doing, because Victini was shiny locked. Genesect you could get through an event in Japan. I think that was a really it. I don't think they're here. I'll look it up. Ow! Passed my hand into my microphone. List of all new shinies. That's not what I'm interested in. Let me look up mythical. Tomorrow, that's an old one. What mythicals and legendaries can be shiny? Let's see. The Pokemons that can be shiny. This is an old list. Weird list too. No, wait, when was this done? Yeah, this was back when the Gyarados event was going on. Let me see. I don't know if I incremented. I'm reading something. Da, da, da. No, 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 no. I'm just looking around for if it is. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm presuming it's only those ones because I haven't heard anything about, the only way to obtain the shiny is through Pokemon Go. Well, they said that about Darkrai and Deoxys, but that's not technically true. It used to be possible, but now you have to kind of use the ticket and stuff like that. But I view it as legitimate as long as it was either RNG'd or, soft resetted. Because I don't have an issue with RNG'd Pokemons. Give me one momento. Gotta lower that just a tad. Okay, that should be better. It was reaching like a little bit higher on the yellow end. I wanted somewhere between the high end green and low end yellow. So now it looks better. Just make sure everything's looking good and spicy. Maybe not spicy, but looks good. Yeah, so half an hour in and we're at 40, 43, 40. Ouch. Keep punching my microphone. I've got a mic stand, not like a mic arm for it. All right, so it's not, I can actually have my keyboard more forward without it running into my microphone. I keep hitting it for some reason. I've never had issues of hitting my microphone before. Yeah, I've also been addicted to a new game. Everybody has for the most part. It's Phasmophobia. All right, I'm gonna go take a stretch and I forgot to fill my water up. So I'll be right back. Here, I'll leave you with Deoxys. You can say hello to Deoxys for me. When I went down to get some fresh water, one cat left, another one came in. Such a good cat. So I got some fresh water. I might play some Phasmophobia after this. Few hours of shiny hunting. 2-3 hours. And I'll probably do 3 runs of Phasmophobia. That sounds fun. I don't enjoy doing the larger maps. The largest I'll probably go. I don't like the farmhouse maps on Phasmophobia. I don't like Asylum. I don't like the farmhouse maps. High school's too big to do on your own. Prison I'm still not used to, so I don't play that one solo. My favorite one's Tanglewood Street for obvious reasons. It's nice. It's a nice quaint house. I'm playing on the beta, so AI is going to be definitely different from how the release build works. And I don't like there was one mission that I always like didn't do. There's actually two, but I've kind of started doing them. I don't usually like doing the picture of the ghost just because it's so damn inconsistent. I've sat in the room for like 10 minutes trying to get a picture of the ghost with like 50% sanity without lowering it too far to start a hunt because I don't like hunts. Not when I'm by myself. With other people, oh god, is it nightmare dealing with other people, but holy hell is it fun, especially when you're doing it with friends. Oh, that's fun. Especially when one of them won't shut up during hunts. Oh, he still is. Yes. Oh, hold on. He wants out now. He wants in, but then he wants out. Here, we'll just do that. I've got even better news right now. So while Basil is meowing at the door to want to be let out, I opened the door and he said, "Nah, I'm gonna just sit here." While he was sitting there, the other one came in. So now I got two cats in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this. Double trouble. I'm already starting to play. So if you hear crashing behind me, just do note that there's two cats in here and they do fight with each other. Well, not like fight, but you know, play fighting. I don't recall when a time when they actually intentionally hurt each other, other than when they were first met. But I think that's typical for cats. Now they just tolerate each other. I mean, they'll play whatchamacallit with each other. The mouse toys sit around one of the ring toys, push it around. You know, cat things to do like that. This time it's Basil pushing around, not Penny. Let me see if anything good is going on. Yes, Basil? You want out, but the last time I opened the door to let you out was you just sat there. You're going to actually leave. Here, I'll just start another encounter and then I'm gonna try letting out Basil again. Ouch. Alrighty. So Basil left. Penny's still in here though. The other one's just lurking around now. Which is not a surprise. Surprisingly, she's being quite calm right now for, you know, being a cat that's always on like speed. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze soon, so I'm probably gonna have to quickly mute when I do. Yeah, I would love to find it before 1,000 soft resets, but that would be extremely hoping. I think Shiny Deoxys is pretty cool though. Yeah, my nose is really bothering me right now. I don't know why. Maybe an allergy attack? I don't usually get allergy attacks though. I usually, and when I do, I usually sneeze like 3 times, so weird for me to be getting a proper like allergy attack. Yeah, usually the people I play with Phasmophobia are on later, so and I usually don't stream that late into the day. I mean, there has been exceptions like you know, Crown Tundra that released late in the night for me. And I was up for like what 10 almost 10 hours. I think I was up for like 9 hours 40 minutes. Another one that I can remember is, and I don't have it on my the VOD channel, which kind of pisses me off. Um, was a 13-hour Half-Life playthrough. I played for 13 hours straight, one game from start to finish. 13 hours it took me to beat Half-Life 1. Decided that's probably not the brightest idea to do with Half-Life 2, so I didn't. I did Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and Half-Life 2 Episode 2. None of them are on my VOD channels, unfortunately. One thing I am happy that is on my VOD channel is my SCP playthrough. I do want to pick that up again to finish it. Sniffly. I just realized that when I sniffle, that the microphone doesn't pick it up because the new whatchamacallit filter. I'm just trying it out. I want to see how it sounds. Because I do like what it picks up and what it doesn't. But I don't know what the quality is because for whatever reason I'm an idiot and didn't record what it sounded like and then listen to it. So I'm pretty much going in blind. I love my little, you know, Deoxys in the Pokeball and the counter. I'm gonna sneeze without the microphone on. Okay, I picked that up, I think. Sorry about that. Maybe if I didn't talk, I might not have picked out. Well, perfect time. Nope, it picks up. Okay. So, it doesn't pick up sniffles, but it picks up sneezes. Okay, that's good to know. There's probably a third one coming on soon. That's how my allergy attacks work. And I'm all stuffy. So if it sounds like I'm pinching my nose, you note that my nose is completely stuffed now. Hopefully clear up sooner rather than later. Yeah, so I'm just trying out this filter. Now I know more. Alrighty. 466. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this upcoming project because it's both for stream and for YouTube. Oh, what could it be? I do want to edit down the important streams, obviously stuff like this, shiny hunting. Obviously the shiny is going to go on YouTube, but not like 20 hours of hunting, right? That's not going up on the main channel. Shiny is. But I want to edit down when I'm doing a playthrough of a series, I don't know, SCP. I would when I do SCP again, I do want to record it, edit it down, get the important stuff, and put on YouTube. I do want to do Nuzlocks. I did my first Nuzlocke, or almost finished it. I got a pretty good team. I'm using the hard Nuzlocke rules, whatever it's called, hardcore Nuzlocke rules. The no items, no use items in battle. Set mode. What else? I don't remember exactly all the rules. Dupe clause, because well, come on, it's not fun having 5 Bidukes on your team. I got to the elite. I got to the Elite Four, but I just kind of stopped playing it on Y. So I'll probably do X or Mega Ruby. I've tried Sword, but I didn't get far into it. But that's because I didn't exactly know what I was doing when it came to a Nuzlocke. But after doing it for the first time on my own, I got a better understanding of it, and I feel like I got a better understanding of how to do it. Obviously, for certain things, I've lost a little bit more Pokemons than I should have. But, that was my first try. Definitely ain't going to say I'm the best in the world. I don't think I'm too bad. My first experience with a Nuzlocke actually was a Soul Link randomizer Pokemon Black. I was doing that with one of my friends. One friend that I don't really talk to anymore, unfortunately, but so yeah. I gotta say, I did good on that. We got to the second gym before kind of, not slowly drifting apart. But I had a Darkrai on my team. Unfortunately, it got crit by I don't remember what it got crit by or what move it was, but all I remember is it got crit. It was also a move that wasn't very effective. I think it was a ghost move. Shadow Ball, maybe? Yeah, I would like this Deoxys to shine sooner rather than later. Please, 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 please. Yeah, when it comes to Nuzlocking, I have to start with the easier ones because I tried Pokemon Black, and I'll give you one name of the Pokemon, and anybody that's played through Black, White, Black 2 or White 2 will know exactly what I'm talking about. Emolga. Emolga. Ugh. What's even worse is I do level caps, right? And level cap of the highest Pokemon. Highest Pokemon for that gym leader. 30. What level does Drillbur evolve into Excadrill and learn Rock Slide? Let me guess. Is it level 31? I was like, no. Come on, I just want an Excadrill. I could probably have like leveled it up to the very last point and then have it learn Rock Slide during the gym battle, but didn't even get that far. The damn Emolga and Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace hurts. I always wondered if maybe if I got a Roggenrola instead of a Drillbur, because I went out of my way for a Drillbur. Didn't really pay off, lost that run. I rarely lost to the first, like 2-3 gyms. Every single time I lost to her. Drawing a blank on her name. Elisa? Something like that. And her damn Emolgas didn't even get to the Zebstrika. Nah, definitely going to be one of my later ones to try is Black and White. I'll probably do like Omega Ruby. I'll probably do Omega Ruby. Because that I know a lot of people don't like Omega Ruby or X and Y, but I think they're good. You know why? Because they're a nice game to just mindlessly indulge on. You know, just sit there, not think about anything. Just play the game, have fun. Right? It's not a game where you actually have to kind of think your way around it, like Ultra Sun and Moon and freaking Necrozma. The only way I was able to beat it was by the affection level. That was the only way I could beat it. And I still lost like most of my members, and Jolteon is the best for that. Because Jolteon actually outspeeds Ultra Necrozma even after the speed boost. If you put some speed investment into it, it actually outspeeds it. So you can then Thunder Wave it, and it's such a slow Pokemon after that because it cuts the speed in half. But when you've got, 120 speed plus, the boost that it gets from the aura, still, most Pokemon's kind of outspeeded at that point, as long as you don't have like the slowest team in the world. And I mean, it's not the most bulkiest Pokemon, it's actually very frail. So if you can just, get that Thunder Wave off, you should be in good shape. As long as you don't have very slow Pokemons like I did. I had I had a Talonflame, I had a Metagross, I had a Primarina. So it wasn't slow, but it wasn't a fast team. Jolteon and Talonflame were pretty fast, but Metagross, not the fastest, not the slowest. Primarina slow as hell. I also had a Gengar. That Gengar literally put in so much work. Because it lived on 1 health because of affection and won with a Shadow Ball. Might help if it wasn't a dragon psychic, right? Yeah, that was the first time I had to beat the first time I beat it casually. I had to grab a Zorua and a Magnemite just to beat this beat the Ultra Necrozma. I don't know if I countered. I'm gonna count it. Anyways, hopefully it's not wrong. Yeah, so Ultra Necrozma, I don't want to do that. I do want to get more into Nuzlocke, and Nuzlocke are fun and challenging. They make they make me think. I don't think a lot. May also help if I, you know, thought. Think, thong. Most of the time I just kind of like mindlessly indulge on YouTube. What have I been watching recently? I've been recently watching like Game Boy Advance repairs and you know, like the repairs of gaming consoles and devices. I've been watching a lot of those. What else I've been watching? I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, I haven't been watching too much Twitch. Other than maybe like Nuzlocke here, Nuzlocke there. That's like the big thing right now for me is watching Nuzlocks on Twitch. Oops. Did not want to do that. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to look at documentation for the game, but I probably should. That probably be very beneficial. Maybe I won't be so stupid. Because then, yeah, like, I don't know what Pokemon's on which route. I know general things like what Pokemon's on Route 1 and X and Y, but that's also because I recently played through it. I know the encounter table pretty well, I would say, for black and white. But that might also help if I didn't, you know, play it 20 times over and over and over again because it's like one of my favorite games. I'm playing through Platinum right now, and I gotta say, holy hell, do you get new fire types? I chose Piplup because Piplup's best plup. I knew that they did have a lot of fire types, but I mean, I'm stuck with the Rapidash until like what level or not level, but like route 13, 213, I think it is. Where you can then get a Houndoom, and I looked up the encounter table for or not encounter table, but the fire types that you can get in Diamond and Pearl, and there's literally two. One's a starter, one's a Rapidash. So it's like, oh lord. And I know a lot of people are like, remakes. I'm like, please just change one thing. More fire types. Like, okay, give me more fire types. Like Rapidash, cool, yeah. Houndoom, yeah, cool. I hope they give you the table similar to Platinum. Because dealing with only one, if you chose anything but Chimchar, you only get one fire type, right? So I hope they do something similar to Platinum's encounter table when it comes to the like the remakes. You know, they do that. Whether or not they actually do that, I don't know. I don't know if I counted. I'm too busy blabbering. I just hope they add more fire types to the game that isn't post game. That's the one thing I noticed about Auras, which I mean, it was cool and all, and the like the story and everything, but it was kind of annoying because you had this really good team and all of a sudden you get access to that many more Pokemon. So I was like, really? Really? Once you get Kyogre or Groudon, then you get access to more Pokemon. It's like you get this really cool team and all of a sudden they give you even more and you're like, oh, okay. And you can backtrack the route and everything. It's like, nah, no. I think it's after you catch Groudon or Kyogre that you get more Pokemons. I was like, meh. Never did that. Stuck with my team for the most part. Yeah, that's my only issue. I hope they don't do that in the remakes of Diamond and Pearl. I just hope they give you a wider pool. Like, I can understand if they gave you only access to the Pokemons of the first 4 generations. Yes, I can see that. But give us access to more fire types, por favor, please. Because having a choice between 2 fire types, if you did to choose Chimchar, you got access to like 2 fire types free post game. Because I believe one is post game only and one is a legendary. It's Moltres. So it's like, can I just have like a little bit more? And I know if they don't have the national decks, and the people are going to be mad. See, I don't really care. I mean, when it was originally announced with the national decks, that people were pissed. I'm like, I don't understand why they're pissed. I mean, I can kind of see why, and it's kind of annoying because I can't view Deoxys in game. But it's not like the worst thing in the world. It's just kind of unfortunate not being able to view it in the most recent game. That is a little bit annoying, but gameplay wise, it's not. It's actually kind of nice not having to do it. I mean, they could have done something with Ultra Sun and Moon where they had a regional dex and that was it. No national dex, but you could transfer all the Pokemons into it. But yet again, I can see why they didn't do that. So it's like I can see both sides. I just hope they have the not national decks, but where you can transfer all the Pokemons into it. Because I would love to have that, where I could have all 890. Well, I actually have over 890. I have 890 Pokemons, but then I have all the regional forms and then all the Gigantamax forms. So, yeah. I'm just like, they're like confirmed. It's like I went to say confirmed until they officially announce it. Yes, it would be nice to have Diamond Pearl remakes because I'm actually enjoying Platinum. I'm playing through Platinum first time because I recently actually got the Game Boy, or not Game Boy, DS cartridge for it. Yeah, I gotta say, other than the lack of fire types, I mean, Rapidash isn't even that bad of a fire type either. The only issue I have is the late evolve point for Rapidash. Other than the lack of fire types, I would say Platinum is a really good game. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I can see why people say that Gen 4 and Gen 5 are the best generations. I still have to play through Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Diamond and Pearl. But I'm trying to complete the national decks in each region, or not each region, but in Black, White 2, then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire XY to get the Shiny Charm to make it easier on myself to get shinies and complete the shiny living decks, and then I can shiny hunt whatever Pokemon I want after that. Because I'm still gonna shiny hunt even once I get the full living decks. You know why? Because I like shiny hunting. I find shiny hunting fun. And what's going to make it easier to shiny hunt is the different saves. I can set one as my default save. I hit that button earlier, by the way. I can set one as my default save, right? Where I have the shiny charm and everything. And then the other one I can have as soft reset, right? Like I want to shiny hunt the starters or do like a DTQ, right? I can do that. If I'm going to do a DTQ, I'm going to do it on stream. Definitely not my plan. Yeah, okay, I let the cat out of the bag. That was my plan, to finish this and then do a DTQ. I got a team picked out, and I'm pretty happy with it. It looks good, I gotta say. I like the way the team looks. A lot of yellows on the team, actually. There's only one legendary on the team, though, and I had to get it because it's such a fun legendary. I am an idiot. Hold on, let me just down that counter once. I'm too busy blabbering. I'm too busy. Too busy blabbering. You know, once I do this, I'm gonna start a DTQ. I tried doing a DTQ, but I wasn't having good luck, and I just lost motivation to do it because you know that happened before when I took that like what few month break from streaming. I think that was like one of the last streams I did was the started the DTQ. I actually don't think it was a DTQ. I think it was a uh badge quest. We just shiny hunted one Pokemon before each gym leader and then one whatchamacallit afterwards. After you beat the lead or the champion. I think that's what that was. Was it keep doing that? I think that was a badge quest I was doing. So this time I'm going to do a DTQ once I find Deoxys. I'm going to go do a sword playthrough again. But I don't know how long it's going to take to find this thing. I mean, I'm still doing pretty good on the numbers. Only 513. Really far away from full odds. That's all that matters, is not going over odds. If I continuously do this hunt for extended periods of time, Deoxys will hopefully shine. It's just that cutscene where he slowly floats down. I think I have to push it. I don't remember. Where he slowly floats down. That takes so long. It's not even. It takes so long. And not the slowest. Not the begrudgingly shiny hunting Mew. I mean, that one's kind of. That one's boring. Usually I have fun shiny hunting. I don't have fun shiny hunting Mew, but I want and need a Mew for the decks. It's BMA. Another Deoxys. I am excited to see this thing in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, one of the two, and change its form. I didn't even know you could change its form until I looked up. Yeah, I enjoy softer setting. I don't really care for like runaway legendaries like Mew. I know Shaman's like that, but you don't have to follow a very specific path, and if you screw it up, it's like takes 10 minutes to find Mew, or you could just run back into the entrance. Shaman doesn't seem too bad. Darkrai, I know for a fact, isn't bad. Um, yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, I've definitely been enjoying the Pokemon series, watching it and playing it. I mean, I took a long break from it because I first got into it through Black and White, right? And then I got X and Y. I don't know if I think I beat X. Then I got Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. I got like third gym in or fourth gym in. Then stopped playing it, right? I stopped playing it, and so I missed Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Moon, and got back into it during. I skipped Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Got back into it in Sword and Shield in January, which is when those videos were. For the most part, the main series was recorded January, February of 2020, and I'm still editing them. I've recorded for I've recorded Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. There wasn't much content for Crown Tundra. Most of it's just legendaries. Like, I mean, it's cool in all the legendaries, but it's not much content worthy. You can do I mean, it's kind of just meh. The most fun part about it is the raids, and I mean, it's not much YouTube content on it other than like, um live streaming it or just showing off getting the shiny legendary at the end. I'm currently looking for. What am I currently looking for? I'm looking for a shiny Xerneas. I know you could get it in Ultra Sun and Moon, but I mean, what's the fun of that? Anyways, I probably will get it in Sun and Moon eventually, or Ultra Sun and Moon. I saw the trailer for Pokemon Snap. I don't think I'm going to get it because it doesn't seem my speed, even though, I'm the man who I also sit here for several hours shiny hunting a single Pokemon, looking at the same image over and over again for slight different pixels. Yeah. Um, but I don't think I'm gonna get Pokemon Snap. If I do, I'll probably play on my free time. It doesn't look streamable. It looks more like one of those games that you just kind of chill, kick the feet up on your chair, lean back, relax, like a nice cold glass of lemonade out in the sun. No, maybe not out in the sun. But yeah, a game that you relax to, not streamable but relaxable. So if I play, I'll probably not stream it just because it. I mean, it looks cool. The graphics looks good. when I see people are like, the graphics worse than Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon is not any different from Pokemon Sword and Shield. The graphics look better than Sword and Shield. Like, I mean, if the trailers are the actual gameplay of the game, it looks better than Sword and Shield. However, what you typically see is Game Freak kind of testing the waters with their initial games or even side games. I mean, they tested the waters with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I just don't know. Sword and Shield, I mean, gameplay wise, I mean, when it comes to, you know, playing the game, it was fun. Storyline, I miss it when we actually had a proper bad guy. Like, I mean, people who intended to destroy the world. I miss those. Because, like, in Gen 1s and 2, you had Team Rocket, but they were like black market dealers. Of course, they're bad. Gen 3, you had people trying to either flood the earth or dry up the oceans. Then you've got Gen 4 with Galactia, something like that. I never remember the name. They wanted to destroy the current universe and build a new one. Getsus in Gen 5 wanted to take over the universe region and beyond. X and Y, I would say, is probably the I mean, I haven't played Sun and Moon, but I do know that was like Luzamine's greed that got her into space. But I mean, she didn't like destroy the world, wanted to destroy the world or anything. In X and Y, you had Team Flare that wanted to destroy all of the population, all of everything except for a few people. Then you had Sun and Moon, which Luzamine just kind of went off the handle. Ultra Sun and Moon, you had. So I would say probably Sun and Moon is the last generation to have proper bad guy organization, because when you think about it, it's like Sun and Moon, Luzamine just wanted to be one with the Jellicent, Stone Jellicent, Medusa Jellicent. There we go. Ultra Sun and Moon, you had a group of a gang, which I mean, they weren't like trying to destroy the world. They were just disruptive, that more than anything else. They also kind of like to. I mean, they were more disruptive than anything, minor crimes and stuff like that. Then Sword and Shield, you had, I would say, probably two groups of bad guys, but neither of them was really bad. I mean, you had team, I don't remember. I'm drawing a blank on the name. The gang group from Spike Myth. Team Luzamine, not Luzamine. Team Marnie. Yes. Team Marnie, pretty much. All they were was enthusiastic fans that just got in the way, right? And then if you look at the like Rose Corporation, right? The proper bad guys of the game. What are they trying to do? Create power for the entire region, and that backfired by releasing Eternatus. Right? They don't necessarily sound bad. It just sounds like their plan backfired. I don't think they would be necessarily evil. So like Sun and Moon, you had the Ayla Foundation, not necessarily evil. You had Ultra Sun and Moon. You had, we'll go back to Sun and Moon. You had Team Skull, which was, you know, just a group of gangs. I mean, they didn't. They kind of just. I mean, they interfered with the trials by removing the stickers, but other than that, I mean, they didn't really do much. Other than, you know, getting in the way, kind of like the other one, Team whatever. Team Paint, Team Marnie. And then if you look at the organizations themselves, it's like the Aether Foundation wasn't necessarily evil. And when it came to losing me, she was just greedy. She wanted to be one with the jellyfish. Okay. Not trying to destroy the world or anything. Then you had the Rose Foundation, which what were they trying to do? Create infinite power using an unknown object that fell from space. I mean, that's weird, but not evil. I mean, that actually seems very helpful, trying to create infinite power for your region, the region that you're kind of like that you help build pretty much. I mean, that's not evil because, you know, it's the region that you improved, you helped. It doesn't sound very evil to me. And then Isle of Armor didn't have any evil people. Crown Tundra didn't have any evil people. I mean, it had wormholes. Other than that, I mean, so I just kind of miss. I just kind of miss the fact of a proper evil organization, one that has evil intent for others, you know? I miss that. Luzamine being greedy, that's whatever. The organization itself, not evil. Even if you look at the Ultra Wormhole people where they were trying to capture Cosmog, it's like, no, that's not evil. I mean, she does. I mean, when you think about it, Lily does have a extraterrestrial being, and we know nothing about, and it shows an extreme level of power and a lack of ability to control it, right? So yeah, having a little girl carrying it around in a bag may not be the best idea. Luzamine just wanted to be one with the jellyfish. I mean, that's weird. She likes tentacles. Who knows? You know, to each their own. But then in Ultra Sun and Moon, they tried stopping Ultra Necrozma, which I think Ultra Necrozma is kind of in the similar boat to Eternatus, where it was so Ultra Necrozma was, you know, Luzamine and whatever. Luzamine tried stopping Necrozma for pride, right? She wanted to do it to, you know, be, you know, feel pride, you know, because everybody else would be so proud of her, right? So it was pretty much wanting the attention of others, right? Backfired. But not necessarily evil. The Kurima was evil, except then with the anime, it kind of made it weird. I don't know what the hell's Necrozma's deal is. That confuses me, that whole storyline. Then you had same with Eternatus. Eternatus kind of woke up. That was the evil force of the game. But it wasn't, I didn't feel like it had, like, in Black and White 2, you fought Kyurem White or Kyurem Black, right? But that was under the control of the evil leader, right? It was bad. You knew it was a bad guy. It was controlled by a bad guy. With Eternatus, it was literally, and Necrozma, it's literally like, they're just bad Pokemons. It's like, but they're not like controlled by an organization trying to end it, because it felt more evil, you know, when an organization is trying to cause chaos. Because like when what's his name from Diamond and Pearl Platinum got control of Dialga Palkia, right? Yes, that was awfully terrifying because, you know, gods of space and time, you know? While with Gexus, it's like he's trying to control this kid into, you know, using Zekrom or Reshiram for bad, right? While in Black and White 2, he uses the Kyurem and combines it with Reshiram or Zekrom to take control over a large region, right? That's evil. That's easily evil. Same with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. The organization wanted to take control over one of the forces of nature, whether that's rain or drought, and for their own evil deeds, right? Well, they seemed like they wanted to help either Pokemons or people, but not in a very good way, right? But that's still like evil from your view, right? Gen 5, it was a little bit different because you had, or not Gen 5, Gen 6, X and Y. That one confused me because they were using the power of Xerneas or Yveltal, but then it hatched? Like what made it hatch all of a sudden? That's what confused me, was what made it hatch all of a sudden? Because it was in this egg-like thing, right? So Yveltal was like a tree, Xerneas was like what, an egg? No, it was the other way around. Yveltal was in an egg, Xerneas was in like a tree, right? Or something, whatever. One or the other. Right? Okay. What made it hatch? If it was like the power sucking out, like the power being sucked out, they did not explain it at all. And that was my one issue with X and Y, was they didn't explain what made Xerneas or Yveltal hatch all of a sudden. Because that's my question. What made them hatch all of a sudden? Maybe the anime explained it, but I doubt that one. What made the egg hatch all of a sudden? It's not like we interfered with it to collapse. We just caught Xerneas after it already hatched. It wasn't like we cut the wires and then all of a sudden it popped out. No, none of that. So I'm not too sure about that one. But when it comes to Team Flare, they wanted to wipe out the human population, just to save Pokemon, right? Or they wanted to like wipe out everything, I think, if I remember correctly. That's evil. That kind of thing where they're evil kind of falls off in Gen 7 with the Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Moon, and just continues from there. So I'm just hoping Generation 9 has a proper evil organization. One that is properly evil. You know? Not one that's like, I mean, I can see what you're doing, and I mean, it's just not. I mean, like, when it comes to losing me, it's literally greed and pride, right? When it comes to, what's his name? Rose, and the Rose, whatchamacallit, he built that town up, right? He built the thing up from his trainer card, right? That's what it says. So he would want to do what's best for the region, right? Why the hell would he put so much time and effort into a region if he's just wanting to destroy it all, right? Well, he doesn't, though. He wants to help the region by, producing like a large sum of power indefinitely, right? Which backfired, but that's what he was trying to do. So I mean, like I would say the true bad guys of the story is probably Swordbert and Shieldbert. Those are probably the true bad guys of the story. Yeah, those guys are probably the true bad guys of the story. Because they were trying to corrupt Zacian and Zamazenta and yeah, corrupt Zamazenta for their own devious or for their own pride, and I mean, it's still, yeah, I mean, that's probably the bad guys of the series, but I mean, that was like the shortest exposition of a character ever. Like, I mean, you saw them for a short time and that was it. So I mean, and the reason they arrested Rose was like, I don't understand what that was all about, the whole arresting Rose. It's like, what? So what? I mean, you can arrest him for endangering the endangerment of others, but I mean, yeah, okay, you can do that. That's probably what he was arrested for. But I mean, it's still like his crime, or not his crime, but what he was doing wasn't inherently evil. And that's the one thing I do miss about the Pokemon games is the inherent evil nature of was depicted as the evil organization. That's what I miss in Pokemon games is the um inherent nature of evil organizations. It's very easy and they're very easy to see why they're evil. Well, nowadays it's like, it's just, I don't know. That's my opinion on it. I just miss it when they were like, proper evil. Destroy the world, take control of an entire region, not, I'm going to defeat Necrozma because everybody else is going to be proud of me and I'm going to be famous, or I'm going to be one with this jellyfish because the jellyfish is so beautiful. It's like, huh? What happened to the, I'm going to destroy the world, not, I'm going to be one with this beautiful jellyfish. That part, I hope Gen 9's better in that fact of, proper evil organization. That's my hopes for Gen 9. They're probably not going to screw too much up with Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. They might make it a little bit easier. I mean, the level curve's kind of annoying, in my opinion. So I'm stuck between Gardenia and Fantina, I think it is. With like these weird level Pokemons for the next gen, right? So I mean, I hope they kind of fix that out because it's been several years since those games came out. So they've probably know how to deal with those issues. Maybe not because they also screwed up Heart Gold, Soul Silver pretty badly. Trying to get to level 70 off of like 20 Pokemons. I keep running away. So I can kinda. I don't see them screwing up too bad. I think it's gonna be fun, but I don't think it's gonna be as good as, the original games. I mean, that's how I feel about Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I mean, I played through Emerald. I enjoyed that game. Right? Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire wasn't as good, but it was enjoyable. It was still a lot of fun. So I know a lot of people are like, I don't have any hopes for Pokemon. I have hopes of them doing certain things, but I'm not going to be like heartbroken if they don't live up to my expectations instead of making a game that is enjoyable for as large of a group as possible, So I mean, I mean, I understand why people are like, the Game Freak isn't as good. It's like, no. I mean, they're trying to make the games more accessible, number one. And number two, they're trying, because of Pokemon's growth, they've always been a growing the game, right? They're trying to find a balance between, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not difficult enough, right? The whole thing is, and I think there's one solution to it, but I don't know if they're gonna do it again, was the whole Black and White 2 thing. Because that's my only issue with it, is the difficulty thing, but I can understand why the games are a lot easier. And they could do like what they did with Black and White 2, where they had a challenge mode, like a normal mode, but then a challenge mode. Like, I can understand that, right? Like, I would love it if like they introduced like a challenge mode for the players who want, an extra challenge. Maybe give them like incentives, like replace some of these standard items of like potions with and so you can pick up potions off the ground. Instead of those, maybe like later on in the game, give them the ability to pick up maybe leftovers, or maybe a choice scarf, choice band, salt vest, right? For those players who want an advanced challenge, maybe give them more money, right? Um Maybe a experience boost, right? Give an incentive to play on the more challenging mode for those who want to play it, right? That would be beautiful, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That was my only thing with the challenge mode for Black and White, was they really didn't change how the game played. They changed the Pokemons on the gym leaders team, but and the trainers teams. I mean, that was really it. It didn't feel any different. Like, if they changed the teams, maybe even gave them items, right? Maybe gave them hold items, right? Maybe give them like a Milotic with, I don't know, what do Milotics hold? Maybe like coil hypnosis, hydro pump, muddy waters with a blunder policy. You know, I don't know too much about like the Milotic build for competitive Pokemon play, but give. I would love to see something like, maybe like kind of like on the levels of being Drayano levels, kind of difficulty, where maybe not change the spawns, but change it so the gym leaders have, all the Pokemons have items, right? Or have, yeah, like higher levels, higher gym. The gym trainer or the gym leaders have items. I know you could just play like ROM hacks, but imagine if, and it seems like Pokemon really, really wants, new players to get into competitive Pokemon. They're making it more accessible to new players. And it would be incredible if they made it so like challenge mode had proper like competitive teams, right? Fully EV trained, max like trick room teams, right? Like that, instead of, plain old boring, just higher level Pokemons and Black White 2, so they're just higher levels, maybe a different moveset, higher, better AI, but that's really it. I don't think they hold items in Black and White 2 challenge mode. Hold on, I'll look it up too. Pokemon Black White 2 challenge mode. Like, okay. Challenge mode gym leaders. I don't think they had items. Okay, my bad. One of them had a bear. One of them had an item. Okay, so like first gym leader. Typically, you're dealing with a level 11 Pat Rat, level 13 Lillipup. Challenge mode, level 12 or level 12 Pat Rat, level 12 P-Dove, and level 14 Lillipup. Okay, but the Lillipup's holding an Oranberry. Roxy typically deals with a level 16 Coughing, level 18 Whirlipede, level 7, and in challenge mode, level 17 Oranberry, level 17 Grimer, and level 17 Whirlipede with a Citrus Berry. Why is Citrus Berry? I mean, okay, fair enough. Citrus Berry. Berg's Pokemon standard is level 22 Swadloon, level 22 Dwebble, level 24 Levani with the Citrus Berry. While in challenge mode, it's a level 24 Dwebble, level 24 Shelmet, level 24 Carablast. The Dwebble's holding a Citrus Berry, by the way, and the Levani's level 26 with a Citrus Berry. So pretty much all they changed is they've added one Pokemon to the team, right? Right, literally, okay. So they added one Pokemon to hold a Citrus Berry. That's it. And then one new Pokemon, like for Berg, Dwebble's holding a Citrus Berry, Shelmet's holding, or now he has a Shelmet and a Carablast instead of a Swadloon. Elisa has a Joltik and the Molga's holding a berry. Clay's Krokorok has a Citrus Berry and now he has an Onyx. What's her name? Skyla has a Sigilif, and the Skarmory's holding a Citrus. But like, it's only Citrus, right? Like even the last gym leader, Marlon, added a Mantine, right? And now the Caracosta's holding a Citrus Berry. Why? But why? Like, hold on. Challenge mode black 2. Like if we go to like hard mode, right? Challenge mode. Challenge mode is essentially the hard setting of the game. Within the challenge mode, the trainers and Pokemon will be higher, starting at 1 level higher and reaching 5 levels higher at the end. In addition to that, the AI, so the AI is different. Okay, AI and the Pokemons are a higher level. Okay, let's check out the champion team, right? The champion should be extremely challenging in challenge mode, right? Pokemon Black 2, Elite 4, right? They should be challenging, right? Okay, I actually, never mind. Okay, so they are challenging. So, like, Chantal's, instead of having her typical one, she now has a leftover Coffagrigus, Flying Gem Drifloom, Expert Belt Golurk, Muscle Band Banette, and a Choice Scarf Chandelure. Okay. There's one issue though. She only has 5 Pokemons. I mean, still, the items look good. Like, I mean, a Quick Claw Bisharp though? Quick Claw? Quick Claw. Caitlin's Ace is a Life Orb Metagross. Marshall's Ace is a Flame Orb Conkeldurr. Iris's Ace is a Focus Sash Haxorus. Focus Sash. So out of all these, you literally get you get 6 Pokemons when you redo the Elite Four. That's not how an Elite Four should be done. Right? That's how an Elite Four should be done. Is with 5 Pokemons, and then you re-challenge them, and then they have 6. I just slapped my microphone into my face. That's not how it should be done, though. That's my thing. Is that's not how it should be done. Right? So the champion looks kind of scary, right? Iris. The first time you beat her, the first time you go against her, normally she has a Hydreigon, Life Orb Druddigon, Archeops, Aggron, Lapras, and a Focus Band Haxorus. Not sure why it's a Focus Band Haxorus. But then when you redo it, you got Wise Glasses, Hydreigon, Life Orb Druddigon, Flying Jam, Archeops, Muscle Band, Aggron, Wide Lens, Lapras, and a Focus Sash Haxorus. That team's scary. That's how all the other Elite Four members should be. But no, they have to have 5. So even like the challenge mode's just kind of, you know, depressing. And I wish they had that for Sword and Shield. Obviously, you know, you could run a ROM hack, play a ROM hack, but I mean, who's like, I love ROM hacks and everything, but the knowledge that the Pokemon Company went that far out of their way for these, I would just say small group of people, because it's actually a pretty large group of people who want to go that extra step further to challenge themselves, right? To play a more challenging game. Because if they did a what would a proper like Fakemon Gen 5 Pokemon game name be? What? Pokemon Clams and Oysters. I don't know. Alrighty, so let's just go Clams and Oysters. Right? Outreach name right there. I would intentionally play the game to get the hard mode unlocked just to do the Nuzlocke, right? I mean, I like challenge and everything, hence is why some of my games are like the most brutal games in existence. But I would intentionally and go out of my way to beat the game and then do a Nuzlocke of challenge mode, right? Alright. I would do that. I'm planning on going back. I would like to do the challenge mode black and white just for the Elite Four, because the gym leaders look pitiful. Like, oh my god, it's pitiful. Like the Drayano hacks, they look spicy. Obviously, I'm not good enough to do any Drayano hacks, which is why I haven't done any of them, but they look good, right? But like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, you don't even need Drayano to make difficult trainers. Look at how they have the Elite Four set up, right? They stuck to the specialties, which a lot of ROM hackers don't. Like when you're doing a fire type gym leader, sometimes they have a Venusaur on their team just for chlorophyll, but that's not fire type. They stuck close to they stuck exactly to how the Elite Four is, and Iris for Black and White too, because they have all their, you know, they have the ghost typing, right? Or fighting typing, or psychic fighting, or dark typing, right? Okay, I can back that up. I like that. I like when they stick to their core, where, you know, it's a flying type, or like a flying type gym, but yet they don't have flying types. Kind of like, what was it? Who was it that was like a dragon trainer? It was Lance. Yeah, it was Lance. Lance, dragon type trainer, except he did have dragon types. I mean, okay, it was Gen 1, different times. There was only one dragon type in the game, which was Dragonite, and he had what, 2 of those? He had a Dragonite, and then Dragonair, and then he had like a Charizard or something, and then he had a Gyarados. So I mean, okay, yes, fair. Gen 1, exception. But at this point, we've got so many different different Pokemons per typing that it shouldn't be that hard to fill out a team. So they stuck very close to that. They made it so that the items work for most of them. I don't know why a Haxorus has a focus sash and stuff like that. I mean, maybe choice, maybe. Or maybe even like a gem, maybe. But like, Okay. Other than the Haxorus, all the items make sense. Normal jam, life part for fake out, right? Boosts the fake out damage. So it's dealing that, so then it dealt that much damage, right? By fake out. Okay. Life for metagross. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Focus Sash Bisharp. I mean, yeah, okay, so it's 4 times weak to fighting, so I can understand that. Maybe if it had like, I don't know the berries off the top of my head very well, but maybe if they had the berry that weakened the fighting type, okay. But Focus Sash, fine, yes. Nowadays, no, I don't do any of that. They don't make the games challenging enough. Even in the rematches, they are easy. Okay. If they're too easy, make a hard mode, right? Make a challenge mode. I know they said they probably won't do that again. And that's unfortunate because holy hell, I never played the challenge mode of Black and White, but holy hell does it look good. I'll tell you that. It looks hot. For being an actual Pokemon game, oh, it's beautiful, right? They don't do that. They don't want to do that anymore. That kind of disappoints me because, yes, the game is fun to play through it the first time. Not so much. It's not enjoyable when you play through it again, right? It's not fun when you play through it again. So it doesn't have a lot of replayability, right? Because once you reach the end, there's not really much reason to go back and play through it again. Like if they but if they did a challenge mode, the replayability would jump. You could play through it a second time, right? Like obviously if you're not trying to complete the decks, right? So you add a hard mode, you make it replayable. Another thing I see a lot of ROM hackers do, and what's actually really cool is multiple different gym leader teams. I believe Drayano does that for the Elite Four for Black and White 1, I think it is. I haven't played through his hacks. I've seen it, but I don't know too much about it. I do know that one of his ROM hacks, there's like 3 or 4 different teams, right? Imagine if Pokemon did that, where there was 3 or 4 possible teams per gym leader on the challenge mode, right? That would make the game that much increasingly difficult because all the documentation, you'll be like, okay, it could be one of these 4 possibilities. I mean, they don't have to change even the encounter table. They could just add more Pokemons to the teams. So if they just, like, I doubt they're going to do it. I would love it if they did, but, you know, if they don't, we always have ROM hacks, so that's the good news. We always have ROM hacks. Oh, actually, Pokemon's trying to take them down. Well, as long as, we have a way of distributing them to others, the basic files, and then inserting them ourselves, we should be good. But, like, that's my issue is, like, well, the one thing that pisses me off about the whole them taking it down is they're like, we want to make the games easier to be more accessible. Okay, I can understand that. Because, not everybody likes to get the holy hell beat out of them, like if they're playing Dark Souls or something, right? Some people do. But if you make it so accessible to those players, the new players, which I think they should, you're leaving out the OG players, the players that's been playing for an extended period of time, right? The players who have been playing the game for, could be even like since like, I don't know, Sun and Moon, right? Like Sword and Shield's not their first rodeo, right? The games are becoming too easy, right? And that's kind of leaving out the more experienced players, the people who've been playing it for a few years, if not several years, if not since like red and blue or yellow. And so you're kind of leaving those players out. And I mean, I don't think there's going to ever be a solution that will make everybody happy, but I think the best way you could probably make it so that, you know, it fits the newer audience, the ones that aren't so familiar with, you know, like choice band. What does choice band do? What does a choice scarf do? What does an assault vest do? Right? For the players who don't know that kind of stuff, well, you know, you got the standard play. Like, and then you've got, for the people who are more experienced, more knowledgeable about the game, you can do like a challenge mode, such as Black and White 2. That was a perfect example of what Pokemon did. And Black and White 2 was, well, challenging to begin with. Because the gym leaders were so much better than in Black and White 1. But the fact that they made it where it was more accessible to not only, like, you know, players whose this is like their first Pokemon game, right? But for those players who's been playing for more of a longer period of time, it's going to be more challenging for them doing the challenge run. I think that's where the issue comes into play, is the Pokemon companies become too focused on the newer player base than the players who've been around playing the games for a lot longer. It's just like, if I want to play a challenge, I'm not going to go to the latest games. I'm not even gonna go to the older games. If I'm going to want to challenge myself in a Pokemon game, I'm gonna go to a ROM hack, right? I could name a few off the top of my head that are like these incredible ROM hacks that you can, even if you just play them casually, they are challenging. You've got, like, you know, all the Drayano hacks. You've got one that was popular not too long ago was Radical Red. I played through that. That was a fun one. As a casual play. And I didn't hear so many good things about Nuzlocking it though, but casual play, it was good. Right? So for people who want challenging gameplay, they're not going to even go back to some of the like older games, such as like Black or White, Diamond Pearl, Ruby Sapphire. They're not going to go to those. They're going to leave the like main game series and move on to, you know, ROM hacks. And it's ROM hacks seem to, when it comes to the creators of these the ROM hacks, they put what feels like more love and care into the games than Game Freak does. Because Game Freak just kind of like, hey, this is an easy battle. We'll just leave it as it is for, you know, the players who are new to this player base. Kind of just screw off to the player base who are more experienced, right? The hardest thing is the, what is it, Battle Tower? And I mean, it's fun and all, but I mean, it's standard. It's standard, pretty much standard VGC, right? I'm not too much of a fan of VGC, right? So I'm not going to do that. The only thing I do in that tower, anyways, is fight Leon once to get the IV, or what is it, IV checker, and that's it. I never do that again. Why? Because I don't enjoy it. If they made it so, you know, it was a challenge with Black and White 2, then there wouldn't be issues. I think a larger portion of the community would be content, because you have the more experienced players, the people who've been playing it, complaining about the fact that the games are too easy. And I mean, you don't even have to be like, you know, doing Nuzlocke or doing these ROM hacks. You just have to be playing the games for a few years, right? And you'll notice even then that these ROM hacks, but not ROM hacks, but the games themselves have become a lot easier. Like for me, when I played through Ultra Sun and Moon, it was like I didn't have much difficulty up till the Lorantis fight. That one was hard. But after that, I mean, I didn't have any issues with anything afterwards up till Ultra Christmas. So it was like, it was pretty level, difficulty wise, right? All of a sudden, it spikes up to Lorantis. Had to pull out one of the bird Pokemons, which, I mean, yes, that's how the game should be. That's how the game I feel like should be played. Is you should be able to adapt your team, right? Casual playthrough, not necessarily like my first playthrough of Sword. I didn't do that. I pretty much kept a static team, right? Didn't change too much, right? It was something like Shiftry, Inteleon, Haxorus, Hatterene, Toxtricity, and Runerigus. I got Runerigus because it was one of my favorite Pokemons in Black and White was Cofagrigus. But that was pretty much my team through a majority of the game, right? So it really wasn't that challenging, even with that team. It was challenging up till fighting what's his name, because I didn't have a fire type. That was a fire type move, and that was my fault. But I still got through it eventually. So I mean, but like the game itself is not challenging. Like if you have a fire type, right, and a lot of people have fire types on their team, because who doesn't like fire types? Right, so you got a fire type on your team. That last battle is not that challenging. Choose the fire type starter. Literally, that entire fight's a clean sweep. Literally, Pyro Ball everything, done. Gone. Nothing. You look at like some of the older games, you can't do that when it comes to like the evil organization leader. Like if you look up what's his name's leader? I can't remember his name. I want to say Getsus. Getsus is a good example too. Look at his team. There's not a single Pokemon in the entirety of the game that will be able to clean sweep his entire team. Right? Look at Ruby Sapphire. Even then, you don't have that. It's not likely that you'll have the Pokemons to clean sweep it, right? Because you need a water fighting type, and there's not a lot of those in that generation. I don't think you can actually get any of that in that game. So you do have to cycle, and those games are kind of different. But if you look at the gym leader or not gym leader, but the evil. I'm drawing a blank on his name. The blue-haired dude from Gen 4. I can't remember his name. I see his face. So you look at his team, right? It's got like a bunch of dark types, right? Honchkrow, Weavile. But it's got it complements each other very well, even if it's like a lot of dark types on it. Getsus. Look at Getsus's team. Ghost type, dark type, steel type. It is like everywhere, right? So there's not a single Pokemon that will be able to take on all those Pokemons. Right? Look at the final fight with the bad guy in Sword and Shield. Do you have a fire type? Do you have a fighting type? Oh, you do? Oh, easy peasy then. Oh, you're just gonna clean sweep it then. Yes. That is not enjoyable when a single Pokemon can clean sweep without, like setting up like a Dragon Dance or Sword Stance. Yes, Sword Stance. But like you should be able to just clean sweep an entire team by just spamming A, And that's my thing with whatchamacallit. I just hope. I know they said that that's not gonna happen, but a man can dream. A man can dream that they might make a hard mode for maybe Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Who knows? The remakes. They're going to add difficulties to the game. I wish. I mean, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, I don't think is easy. Platinum, I know for a fact isn't easy, but I mean, It's not that bad either. I mean, I would say it's higher up on just even casual play difficulty. Yeah, if you play through like anything, any Pokemon game, like I've done Nuzlocke. There's like I've done like maybe 2 or 3 tries of Nuzlocke games. I gotta say the easiest one I've tried is Goodbye Throat, Sword and Shield, right? X and Y you don't deal with many trainers, right? Um, so I mean the first gym, getting to the first gym is not too bad, but once you get onto what Route 22, oh god, that one you have to think. While on Sword and Shield, there's one single tough trainer before the first gym, and it's a freaking circle throwing Pancham. But other than that, and I mean, well, the whatchamacallit kid, what's his name? Bede or Bede. Bede. Beady is difficult but manageable, right? But the rivals should be difficult. Well, should. That's the keyword, should. How? Jesus, I'm going back one generation. Hop is not too difficult. Marnie's kind of difficult, and Bede is, oh god, Bede's definitely difficult, except when he turns fairy. Psychic type is a very rough one to deal with, just because a lot of psychic types on his team also learn fairy moves, so you can't go dark, you can't go steel because he's not fairy yet, right? Okay. You can go ghost, right? So ghost, right? So what's the weaknesses to psychic? Ghost and dark. Dark you can't do because almost all of his Pokemon has like dazzling gleam or something, right? So Bede is a little bit difficult, but I wouldn't say like I remember fighting what's his name, Hugh from Black and White 2. Dude, that guy hurts. That guy's tough. Like later on, I think he has a pretty good team. Hop, I just yeah, I don't know. Hop's not difficult. Maybe because he doesn't actually choose good Pokemons. The best Pokemon on his team is probably his starter. Because let's think about his last team. He has a Corviknight. Okay, Corviknight's pretty good. I wonder what Hop's actual last team is. Hop. Pokemon. What? Final battle. Here we'll go to Cerebi. Cerebi is like extremely reliable when it comes to like the trainer stuff. Okay, so let's go with the battle that you have with him at the stadium. Okay, he has a double. Not bad if it has, Fluffy. Corviknight, really good. Pincurchin. A Pincurchin. A Snorlax, pretty good. A Cramorant? A Cramorant, of all things. A Cramorant. Okay. Rillaboom. Gmax Dynamax Rillaboom. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Like I can get behind that. Right. Okay, so he chooses I'm looking at the if you chose what? Score Bunny. So you got double Corviknight, Pincurchin, Snorlax, Cramorant, and then his starter, right? Starter, pretty good. The double, if it has Fluffy, that can be pretty good. It can do some gimmicky kind of stuff. Corviknight, pretty good. Snorlax, pretty good. Cramorant, Pincurchin. Cramorant and Pincurchin. Why? Why those two? Like, that's my question. Why Cramorant and Pincurchin? Like, double is gimmicky. Corviknight's good in general. Snorlax is good in general. The starters are good in general, right? I mean, they're running pretty good teams to begin with. Inteleon's Knife Shot, Sucker Punch, Liquidation, U-Turn, Rillaboom's Drum Beating, Slam, Knockoff, Uproar, Cinderace's Double Edge, Headbutt, Pyro Ball, Agility. So the worst one out of the bunch is probably Cinderace, right? Like, if you look at like the Grookey, if you chose Grookey, 3 of his 4 Pokemons are weak to electric type moves. 2 of his Pokemons are weak to fighting. So if you get like I don't know, because of the new DLC, if you get like an Electabuzz who knows like Power Punch and then Thunder Punch, or even like a Togekiss. I don't know if Togekiss learns a fighting move. I know it learns or not. No, I know it learns Aura Sphere. Not. I don't know if it learns like a Thunderbolt or something. But if you get like a fighting electric type or a Pokemon that has a fighting and electric type move, like maybe a Lucario with Thunder Punch and Aura Sphere, right? Double, dead. Corviknight, dead. Snorlax, dead. Cramorant, dead. Inteleon, dead. The only one you can't fight is Pincurchin, who if you have a Lucario and it has like, I don't know if it actually learns Thunder Punch. But like, let's say Lucario learns Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch, Power Punch, and Bone Rush literally wipes his entire team. Double Power Punch. Or not even Power Punch, Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere, double dead. Or Corviknight, Thunder Punch. Pincurchin, Bone Rush. Snorlax, Aura Sphere. Cramorant, Thunder Punch. Inteleon, Thunder Punch. Like, I mean, his team is... his team's got coverage, but it's still not good. 2 flying types, and one of his team has another Pokemon that's weak to electric type moves. I don't know. Like, this is my issue. And like, even when you re-battle him, what Pokemon does he have? Right? So like, okay. So let's go with the team you battle with him in Winden Stadium, as you know, where you can do the bracket system. Right? Okay. He has Double Snorlax, his starter, Gigantamax Corviknight, and Sword or Shield. Guess how many Pokemon are holding items? Yep, only one. And guess which one that is? Or use his Sword and Shield? Yep. So the one Pokemon that he has holding an item, it literally needs to hold an item to pretty much be good, right? Because it turns into, what is it, Crown form? And it gets either a defense boost or an attack boost. Like, come on. And even in the challenge one, like, you know, the All-Stars one, what Pokemons are he using? He's using double Zacian or Zamazenta, then his starter. So So it's just like, let me look up a hardest trainer in Pokemon Sword, right? Let's see what people's opinions are. The gamer says, you. That's right, you are the strongest trainer of both Sword and Shield. Why, thank you. Oh, Game Freak Miyamoto. I forgot about Game Freak Miyamoto. Leon, Pokemon. All right, so let's see what team he has. Right, for the standard play. For the standard play in the game, without doing anything, right? So that's his champion. That's not even, that's from the Elite Four thingy. So let's, okay, I'm gonna do the rematch team. Okay, rematch team. He has several different possibilities. Okay, makes sense. He can have, based on which type or which team you go or which starter you chose, he can have Aegislash, Dragapult, Seismitoad, Cinderace, Charizard. If this is early on in like the bracket system, right? He can have an Aegislash, Dragapult, Seismitoad, Cinderace, Charizard, an Aegislash, Dragapult, Mr. Rhyme, Inteleon, or Charizard, or he can have an Aegislash, Dragapult, Rhyperior, Rillaboom, and Charizard. Later matches, he can have a Aegislash, Dragapult, Seismitoad, Cinderace, it's the same team, right? Just a little bit higher level. Okay. How many of them are holding items? None. Are they pretty good moves though, either way? Yeah, they actually do have pretty good moves. I mean, later on, if you chose Inteleon, his team is going to be Aegislash going to have King Shield, Shadow Ball, Sacred Sword, Steel Beam. Dragapult's going to have Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Thunder, Draco Meteor. But the issue is, 3 of his teams all get wiped out by, when you're if you chose Cinderace, 3 of his team get wiped out by Dark types. However, Sacred Sword does scare a Dark type, unless it's a Ghost Dark type. Mr. Rhymes get Tito Dance, Psychic, Freeze Dry, Thunderbolt. Inteleon gets Snipe Shot, Dark Pulse, Muck Shot, Tearful Look. Charizard, Fire Blast, Air Slash, Solar Beam, Ancient Power. Ancient Power? Why does Charizard get Ancient Power? What the hell? Okay, I just wanted to know. Yep. So the moveset's good. His item usage sucks. Because he ain't got no items. Like, this is what annoys me. And I've said it before and I'll always say it. It annoys me. Alright, so if we look at Leon's beginner tier, this is only beginner tier, okay? This is like level 1. Usable Pokemons: Charizard, Rhyperior, Seismitoad, Haxorus, Aegislash, Rillaboom, Cinderace, Inteleon, Mr. Rhyme. Okay. Nothing special there. What about their moves? Fire Pledge, Dragon Pulse, Air Slash, Will-O-Wisp. For Charizard, Rhyperior has Rock Polish, Rock Blast, Earthquake, Dragon Rush. Seismitoad has Rain Dance, Weather Ball, Mudshot, and Gastro Acid. Haxorus has Breaking Swipe, Rock Slide, Leer, and Snarl. Aegislash has King Sealed, Sword Stance, Shadow Snake, Iron Head. Rillaboom has Grass Pledge, Earth Power, Focus Blast, Snarl. Cinderace has Fire Pledge, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Electro Ball. Inteleon has Water Pledge, Shadow Ball, Blizzard, Mud Shot. Mr. Rhyme has Fake Out, Slack Off, Freeze Dry, Psychic. Okay, that seems like a pretty good team, right? I mean, nothing fancy. Oh, wait, what's this? They have items? Charizard's holding a Charty Berry? Rhyperior's holding a Weakness Policy? Seismitoad's holding a Damp Rock? Haxorus is holding a Scope Lens? Aegislash is holding a citrus berry. Rillaboom's holding an assault vest. Cinderace is holding a choice scarf. Inteleon's holding an expert belt. Mr. M's holding a Rocky helmet. Oh wow, this is impressive. Wait. They're even EV trained. Charizard 252 HP, 252 special attack. Rhyperior 252 HP, 252 physical attack. Seismitoad 252 special attack, 252 speed. Haxorus 252 HP, 252 attack. Aegislash 252 defense, 252 speed. Rillaboom 252 special attack, 252 speed. Cinderace 252 HP, 252 attack. Inteleon 252 HP, 252 special attack. Mr. Rhyme 252 defense, 252 special defense. What? They're trained? Okay. Leon, Pokeball to you. Let's see if it's any different. Oh, look at this. He actually has different sets per Pokemon. So now instead of a one type of Pokemon, almost all of them have two different forms. The only one that doesn't have two different choices is Charizard. Not too much of a surprise about that one. Right? So now it's literally like, so Seismitoad, different moveset, holds Big Root. Haxorus, different moveset, holds Lumberry. Aegislash, different moveset, holds Assault Vest. Rillaboom, different moveset. Actually, I think, no, they also have different EV spreads. So they have different EV spreads, different movesets, different items, right? Rillaboom, held item is now, can be also leftovers. Cinderace's can be Choice Scarf. I don't know if it was Choice Scarf or Focus Sash. Inteleon, now Bright Powder. Mr. Rhyme can also hold now a Terrain Extender. Oh, let's go to Master Vault here and let's see what he has. Okay, holy hell. Charizard is now Fire Blast, Solar Beam, Hurricane Weather Ball with a Charty Berry, max HP, max special attack. Rhyperior can have Rock Polish, Rock Blast, Earthquake, Dragon Rush, Rock Slide, hold on, let me do that again. Rock Polish, Rock Blast, Earthquake, Dragon Rush with a weakness policy with max HP, max attack. Right? Another set of Rhyperior. Rock Slide, High Horsepower, Ice Punch, Protect with a Pasho Berry, max attack, max special defense. They actually have different natures too. Okay, this is Master Ball tier though, right? So like Assault Vest, Life Orb. So it's like, it's not the fact that Game Freak's incapable of making dangerous looking teams, right? Because I mean, I think, yeah, Rillaboom, okay, let's go to my favorite Pokemon on his team. Let's see what Pokemon or items he can hold. It can be a Water Pledge, Shadow Ball, Blizzard, Mud Shot, Naive, max attack or max special attack and max HP with an Expert Belt. It can be Muddy Water, Shadow Ball, Baton Pass, Double Team with Bright Powder, with a Lax nature, with max HP, max special attack. It can be a Sucker Punch, Waterfall, Icicle Spear, Fell Stinger, Assault Vest, Brave, max HP, max attack team. It can also be a Snipe Shot, Air Slash, Dark Pulse, Focus Energy with a Focus Sash, a Naive Nature, max HP, max special attack, right? So you don't know which four you're dealing with. That fact is terrifying, right? That's how the Pokemon games should be. Well, maybe not should be, but they should add it because they're trying to fit not younger audience, but more of a newer audience, you know? An audience that may not have played Pokemon since, 2010 or even earlier, right? Because I played the challenge when holy hell it beat my butt. I was also younger, but I could probably do it today. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But the fact that they can still do that, right, shows that they are able to still be good at making, difficult Pokemons based off of moveset and items. They don't, for obvious reasons, like, newer players. Obviously, if you're coming into a game with, hey, this is gonna be fun, and get absolutely slaughtered and not expecting it, like, if you heard Dark Souls is a game for kids, right? Enjoyable, fun, easy, and then you go into Dark Souls and you get absolutely destroyed. Well, yeah, then you're gonna be like, wait. I thought, hold on, what? I thought this was supposed to be easy and fun, right? Okay, I can understand that, right? Pokemon being a little bit on the easier side. What I always wanted them to do, since Black and White 2, was to have challenge modes, right? And I mean, they didn't necessarily do that. I mean, they made it Ultra Sun and Moon challenging, pretty challenging. Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon was pretty challenging, right? Okay. Even for somebody, well, I took a break from the game, and so when I came back, I've only recently got more into the challenging aspect of the game. But like, the fact that they still can do it, and that they can do that, but they're not putting it. I feel like they're not putting the resources where it probably should go, because okay, that sounds wrong. I think they're putting the resources in the right place, because I mean, if you notice, they're consistently doing new raids, right? Like every day you go to Cerebi, right? Let's go to Cerebi.net right now. What's happening today? Okay, so nothing fancy is happening today. But today's one of the exceptions because it's Pokemon Go. It's Pokemon Go Day, right? Or not Pokemon Go Day, but Community Day from Machop. Jesus. But like they're constantly doing well, okay, the Pokemon company's not doing it, but the community's still doing things. Players Cup, right? The anime's doing pretty good. TCG's doing pretty good. The Pokemon Snap's coming out April. Pokemon Masters is still running pretty strong, right? The only one that doesn't, well, I mean, like, okay, let's keep going back and back. Okay, last update for Pokemon the game, Sword and Shield, was for blah blah blah. So Cerebi says this update will be amended through the day. Blah blah blah. So for Sword and Shield, following this weekend's special Christmas event, the Max Raid event has reverted back to the normal and Dragon type event from now until January 31st. Okay, so it's running for pretty much like a month, right? Certain normal and Dragon type Pokemons, including Gigantamax, Snorlax, and Duraludon, are in max raids. Okay, the raids are fun, but they're not. They're not. They're not. You kind of lose steam to do them rather quickly. Like the fact that they did the Zarude Den, not Zarude, Zeraora. The Zeraora Den. Those were challenging. Those were fun though. But yeah. It took like we reached the marking for that, by the way. So, like, I just don't feel like they're putting as much attention for the players who have been around the game for an extended period of time, and I just kind of. I just feel like that's going to kind of ruin the enjoyment out of players who's been with the series so long, because yes, the DLCs were fun, yes, the game's fun, there's not much replayability value out of it, so they're going to not they're not going to be they're not going to be, you know, enjoying the games as much until a new game comes out, you know? I think that's what made the older games, I say older, it seems older, but they're really, I mean, they're not really that old. I mean, 10 years ago was like, what, Black and White's release? Those games were a little bit more challenging. Black and White 2, I felt had a lot of replayability because of the challenge mode, right? I never actually did the challenge mode. I do want to go back to the challenge mode. So what I might do is do that. Play through the challenge mode again. Not again, but play it. So the last time they done something for the game, like update wise with the raid events was whoops. Was the raid on the 11th, I think it said. I'm getting hungry, so I'm probably gonna mute, take a break, eat something. Not time to eat anyways for me. I started streaming a little bit later than usual. Yeah, we'll get to 700, then we'll switch to Phasmophobia. Do some solo runs. By the way, I'm not the bravest at the game. I just want to give that a heads up. Yeah, so it's just like, I mean, the list of the teams just going. I'll just go through each item because that for me is the important fact, is the fact that because items can make a huge difference, right? Charizard can only hold a Tardiberry. Fair enough. Okay, I can't argue with that. Rhyperior can hold Weakness Policy, Pacho Berry, Rindo Berry, Assault Vest. Seismitoad can hold Damp Rock, Big Root, Rindo Berry, Life Orb. Haxorus can have a Scope Lens, Lumberry, Focus Sash, Life Orb. Oops. Aegislash can hold Citrus Berry, AV, Weakness Policy, Life Orb. Rillaboom can 2 different AV builds, Life Orb, Leftovers, and Eject Pack, right? Cinderace, Choice Scarf, Focus Sash, King's Rock, and Life Orb. Inteleon, Expert Belt, Bright Powder, Assault Vest, Focus Sash. Mr. Rhyme can hold Rocky Helmet, Terrain Extender, Life Orb, Expert Belt. Dragapult can hold Lychee Berry or an Eject button, right? So those items make a world of difference for a Pokemon. Weakness Policy Rhyperior, right? Okay. Oh, you see, I got hit with a water move, but I survived. Now I can hit that much harder. Let's see. Life Orb. Oh, I deal that much more damage, but I take some of my health. I think it's 1/16 of your health is Life Orb. Assault Vest. Hot. You thought you were gonna hit me with like a Dark Pulse? Nah. I'm gonna just shrug it off because I've got an AV. Choice Scarf. Oh, you think you're faster than me? Think again. I got a Choice Scarf. It's like, why can't that be, you know, why can't we have a challenge mode that's like that? Obviously, you know, we've got ROM hacks, but not everybody's going to get into ROM hacks. Sometimes it's difficult, especially when it comes to the Wii, or not, Jesus, Wii, oh God, to the Switch. Because not everybody's going to want to homebrew their system, right? Can't blame them. And Yuzi, I think it's called Yuzi, right? Hold on, let me check. Hey, yeah, Yuzu. So Yuzu is a little bit of an annoying thing to deal with, but you need a homebrewed system to get the proper information for Yuzu. So At least I believe that's the case. I might have to look at that again, but I'm pretty sure you need to get like a certain ID that's only accessible through Homebrew. So not everybody's gonna want to do a custom firmware. Not everybody knows how to either. Right? So not everybody's gonna install a custom firmware, so they can't make ROMs or can't play ROMs. And Yuzu is, well, experimental right now. It's very unstable right now. It's got some bugs, you know, but it also came out pretty early on in Switch's lifespan compared to some other ROMs, or not ROMs, emulators. And also it gets a little bit weird because you motion control and everything, you know. But other than that, I mean, it's just like I'm just gonna wrap this up by saying I feel like that they're putting too much focus on the newer players than they are on the fan base that's been with them the longest. Like, yeah, okay, making the Pokemon games easier, yes, but like at least do like maybe like a challenge mode or something for the, you know, the players who, you know, played the longest around, like played with the game, you know, where they're not new, where they know, like, you know, what Life Orb does, what Eject Pack does, what Choice Scarf does, Focus Sash, right? Like, I just feel like they're not paying enough attention to their larger player base that want a more difficult game, not game, but like, you know, a more difficult mode. That's it for my tangent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing Phasmophobia. How many hours on Phasmophobia do I have? Oh, there's an update for Phasmophobia. Hold on, I currently have 58 hours, almost 59 hours. Alrighty, hold on. Let me look up what Phasmophobia has changed. Phasmophobia update on Phasmophobia update. Let's see what 16th is. Add a new server region prefix in front of the room invite code to help show what region you are in and or trying to connect to. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Okay, so since I'm on the beta, I, you know, play with some of the changelogs. Oh God, new. Added a server region prefix in front of the room invite code to help show what region you are in or trying to connect to. Fine. Can't argue with that because that's actually a pretty good feature. Experimental changes. This is where things get interesting. All rooms will be starting off with slightly different temperatures. Excuse me? If the power is off, the temperature in every room will slowly drop to 5 degrees Celsius or 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me? If the power is on, the temperature in every room will slowly rise until the ghost is in the room where it will still drop. Okay. Professional difficulty due to the power due to the power starting off. The room temperature will now start at 0 degrees Celsius. The thermometer refresh rate has been lowered to 2 degrees. That's fine. That's fine by me. But what the hell? What? Excuse me. Fix the bug where a ghost would stop hunting if it couldn't reach you. Fix the bug where a ghost could see you in a closet and lockers at some angles. That's fine. What? Okay. I mean, I understand what they're doing, but what? Oh my god. Okay, I'm honestly afraid of that. Okay, that's mildly terrifying. I'm kind of afraid to now play the game. Okay, so the thermometer is pretty much nerfed into oblivion. Nobody's gonna be using the thermometer anymore. So pretty much you have to book it for the whatchamacallit. Okay. Well, this is why I want to do the beta. Well, at least they changed the thermometer to 2 seconds. That was one thing that that I had an issue with. Because I said we should change it to 5, but 2, fair enough. Especially with the changes on the temperature. Encourages the player to go turn the power box on. Or the breaker on. Yeah, I'll stop at 650. And then we'll play some Phasmophobia. And then maybe I'll hopefully be on tomorrow and Monday. So I'll switch to Phasmophobia after this. I was planning on changing the names of the stream on my VOD channel to just the date, TabooAsylum VOD, then the date. Because I do like switching up the games and I can't do like single stream titles often. Yeah, I'll see how difficult the new new Phasmophobia update is. I mean, okay. The things I'm scared about are the temperature in every room will be 5 degrees Celsius if the breaker or the power is off. Right? All rooms on professional start at 5 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna look forward to this. 5 more soft resets, then we get to play some Phasmophobia. And I'll turn the audio on when we do the Phasmophobia. Since I never actually put on the Pokemon episodes because of going on a tangent about how easy Pokemon games are. I wonder if there's any Sword and Shield ROM hacks out right now. Yeah, let me look it up. What's up, Pikachu? What's up, Eevee? Uh, Sword randomizer. Yep, nope, doesn't look like it. I mean, who was making a Sword and Shield ROM hack? I can't remember now. I don't remember who was making a Sword and Shield ROM hack. Imagine if I get the shiny Deoxys in these next like 3 soft resets. Oh god, would I lose my mind? I would be one giant screaming baby. Yeah, I wish I could stream more often, right? Uh, I usually I usually am not very good about streaming. It's this past like week or two has been kind of busy, right? Kinda busy, but other than that, it's been a pretty good few weeks. Alright, last reset. Alrighty, that's not. Alrighty, let me switch to this screen. Let me launch as excuse me, Phasmophobia. I'm trying to decide whether to eat something or do a run of Phasmophobia. Give me one moment though. Where are you, mouse? I lost my mouse. Mouse. Oh, it's in game. Ah. Puzzle. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna eat something real quick and then it shouldn't take me too long. Then I'll be right back, okay? Play some Phasmophobia.
Alrighty. I'm back. I need to... I don't think that's lined up correctly. Yep, okay. Give me one moment. Transfer. Oh. Don't mind that. You know why? Because this. There. Oh, it's this. Hold on. Okay, so that doesn't work. We'll do display capture. Turn you on. There we go. Excuse me. Here, let's do the easy one, Tanglewood. Tanglewood shouldn't be too hard to get, right? Tanglewood is the smallest map. I'm gonna play on Tanglewood just because that's the one I feel most comfortable with. Get up here. And yes, I did have it in the background. Yeah, let me try this method, this one again. With a... Okay, that looks like it works. Tanglewood. Professional, select. I wish there was a button where you could just add all of these. Just make sure it looks good. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh, wait. Oh. Nope. Game freeze. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. This thing's useless. Yeah, well, grab the flashlight. I'll take these. Going to say anything else, sir? Actually, I should have probably brought the thermometer with me. So if I toss these down and go grab the thermometer, it should now be like 5 degrees Celsius. Because for me, it's easier to do degrees Celsius than is to do Fahrenheit. Although I do live in the US of A. So if I enter, Yeah, instant 5 degrees. Where are you? Oh, it doesn't. Hold on. Does it not detect my microphone? Where are you? Ooh, Ouija. That could be bad. Where are you? Oh, thank God it detects. Give us a sign. Oh. Where are you? Okay. So I don't know which room it is. It could be bathroom or hallway. Okay, so thermometer is pretty much useless. That's an interest. Uh-huh. 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 Is it really freezing? Hold on. I'm out. My God, what the hell is this thing? Hold on, freezing temperatures. It's a banshee. What the hell? Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna take some sanity pills, and I need salt and smudge. You sure it's a banshee? See, now I'm not sure about the freeze. Well, I did get freezing temperatures. Smudge and salt. Here, I'm gonna take a picture of the water. And I took painkillers. Yes. Okay. Jesus. I was gonna do one other thing. Oh yeah, the salt. Here, I don't know. Here, just one there, one there. I'll do one down here. I'll leave you in there. Now I'm not sure whether it's freezing temperatures or not. It said 15 degrees. I don't know though. What else do I need? I need the match and then the smudgy. See, I don't know what room it is. It could be the hallway. Or it could be the bathroom. But Jesus. Zero degrees. But if I step out here, just cold. Alrighty, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Banshee. Let's go. Do I have the salt yet? Hold on, which one is that? Ah, salt. Salt in the wounds. Wait, what? I think I grabbed one. I'm not sure though. Let's grab another thing of salt. How's my sanity? 96. Okay, let's go. That? Jesus. Oh, never mind. We got salt. Alright, let's just make sure it's written in as a banshee. That was active as hell. Gonna be not banshee. Ready? Ready? It's gonna say other than banshee. Oh, Banshee. I could have looked for bones, but I decided otherwise. Yeah, I hate those two maps. Like my two least favorite maps. Could you have given me like other? Sure, let's do Edgefield. Yeah, I think I'll do two for now. And then I'm gonna end stream. But oh god, why? What the hell? Okay, I take EMF, flashlight, of course. We'll take the spirit box because the temperature. You know what? We'll take the temperature, but we don't really. I need the. What is it? Yeah, I don't mind this house. I don't like the other street house. I think it is. Also, if it looks like my frame rate's tanking, yes, it is. Actually, it doesn't look too bad on stream. I think one of the things is in here, but it's in the garage. Okay. Maybe extremely beneficial if you know I looked at the map before entering. How fast does it warm up? Pretty fast. Give us a sign. I'm gonna have to look at how better frame rate on this thing. I usually don't lag. I usually do pretty good on the frame rate. Give us a sign. You see, that's pretty much useless now. Here, I'm gonna go back to the van, grab a spirit box, and hope that it responds to me soon. Yeah, it's something dealing with my OBS, not the game, really. Give us a sign. Where are you? Okay. What, is it here? Okay. So it's one of those rooms. Oh, I forgot to drop the thing off. I don't think it opened a door, so I'll bring the black light in later. I seem to have frame issues when... I don't think I did that. Okay. Not instant DMF 5 like the last one. Okay. Okay. My thingy, my... Here, we'll take in 2 cameras. Put one in the bathroom and, turn the light off. That's fingies. I'm gonna go now and look at the monitors for ghost orbs, because I don't actually know. Okay, so we got fingerprints. So that's a spirit, wraith, poltergeist. Spirit, wraith, poltergeist. Poltergeist, ghost orbs, wraith, freezing temperatures. Spirit is ghost writing. Okay, I need to bring the books in then. What missions we have? Motion sensor, ghost event, photo of the ghost. Oh Jesus, I definitely don't like the photo because you have to piss it off, and I'm not a fan of pissing things off. It seems like my frames really plummet. Oh. Okay, I don't think it's a spirit then. Because it did in fact touch the book, I think. Oh, I shouldn't say anything. I've had that happen to me before. What is making that light? So what's the other thing? Ghost riding, freezing temperatures, or ghost orbs. We'll bring in some motion sensors. I'll work on fixing the frame rate later. Because it does seem like, ready? Drop. Yep. As soon as I enter a new room, the frame rate drops. Where's the book? Oh. So there's like some artificial light going on in there or something. I don't know. Yeah, so while I let that sit there, I'm gonna try figuring this out. Nope. Yeah, give me one moment. Let me see if I can't. I can do display capture instead. But that still lowers my frame rate bad. We'll roll with it for now. I hope the power's still on. It is. Ah, god damn it! Ah! Oh. Okay, so it's not freezing temperatures. Actually, right now would be the perfect time to go back in and look. Yep, nope, it's not freezing. God damn it. What is it? Okay, so it's active. And out of our bunch of things, what likes be pissy? Wraith. What is a wraith? Riding? No. Freezing temperature. But I don't think it's freezing temperatures. It's pissy. Maybe, I don't know. You need to stop. This thing, this, whatever this thing is, it's teasing the holy hell out of me. Still bad frame rate. I need to check later. Temperature. I saw something pop up on screen for a moment. My God, this thing. What is it? It's a poltergeist. Oh my God, what is it? Oh my God, I've never seen a poltergeist this pissy before. Alrighty, now my least favorite thing. What is your name? Ruth Martin. Ruth Martin. Show yourself. I'm gonna hide in this corner. Ruth Martin. Ruth Martin. Ruth Martin. Oh. Ruth Martin. Wasn't there fingerprints on this door? We'll go back into the corner and look. Might be fingerprints on the back of the door. Ruth Martin, show yourself. Ruth Martin, show yourself. I'm just gonna go. I'm not dealing with that today. Actually, I forgot the bone. Let's go look for the bone, actually. Yeah, I'll grab a new camera and take some sanity pills. Sanity's doing good, but I'm probably gonna spend some good amount of time in there. Much rather not hunt when I'm not wanting it to be, you know? Frame rate's atrocious, but... Wait, didn't we find the Ouija board on this map? Or is that last one? Oops. Yeah, right now the game's chugging. Can't really do much again about that, though. I wish I could, but I can't. I can still hear the beeping from the van. And yes, I'm playing at 30 frames for whatever reason. Apparently it can spawn in the bathtubs, which I didn't know. Oops. I'll leave those doors open, you know, just in case. I think we found the Ouija board, or maybe not. Hi, mannequin. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe in the garage? Oh, let's see. Oh, damn, the power's still on.
is the bone? I'm just gonna go. Unless it's on the table over here. Show yourself. You're a goddamn idiot. Okay, I'm a goddamn idiot. I'm just gonna go. Oh lord, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's just make sure I have it listed as a poltergeist and let's go. I'm gonna try fixing on the frame rate later. The frame rate is chugging hard and I don't like that. And poltergeist, $190. Good amount of experience. US, who would have guessed that? Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun with the new update. Actually, I didn't. No. No, I had fun. I had a lot of fun with the update. It was different. I never felt such panic on that first one. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you. What? Let me think. Tomorrow, hopefully, if I wake up on time. So I will see you then. Goodbye.